Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Black Myth Wukong Let's Play. So we have changed our build. We have gone back to a much more normal build with just basic damage. Our armor set is for using special items and turning ourselves invisible, getting extra damage off of that. Just got the minor for the extra crit percentage and crit damage. Weapon, I crafted the 2 missing weapon and then crafted this weapon back. I like the 10% crit off of this. Changed the build a little bit here with the skill points, went with the monkey transformation because we are home and I want to bring the monkey home as well since he was from Mount Huagua before he went and became a disciple of Yellowbrow. We're gonna summon our cloud and we can actually have a bunch of fun here. Ascend with A, come out of the cloud with down, and we can charge forward with right button. Yeah, first time on the cloud. We're going back to where we started out on this stage. I believe us... Ooh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, we can climb over things quite easily now. And the amount of freedom that we're going to have on this stage is going to make exploring easier, but also harder, because it's a lot easier to miss things, and there's a lot more ground to actually cover. And before we actually continue to explore, we do have a missing codex. We did beat someone at the end of the last episode, Wang Lingguan. And let's see if the game is going to explain to me why he has a hand for a face. There is something within the celestial court that both the deities and Buddha knows. And that is Tai Lei Sheng in Hua Zun. Okay, so Tai is the man, the founding deity of Taoism, who is doing all the pill cooking. And that he has used the sound of thunder to form into a deity. And this deity is Wang Lingguan, so how he came about. He is the most loyal inspector of the Jade Emperor. And if you are being investigated by him, that is a fate similar to death, because he's probably gonna find something wrong with you and maybe kill you. Tianpeng Yuanshuai, Ba Jie's previous position as the admiral, is an example for all to see. When he got arrested or blamed for sexual harassment, Wang Lingguan is the one who told on him, investigated the crime, and why Ba Jie hates him a lot. And even though Ba Jie, as the admiral, is one of these, hot new generals promoted in the Celestial Court, after getting basically sued, in a sense, by Wang Lingguan, he just is gone from the Celestial Court just like that. Now, in the beginning, Wang Lingguan wasn't like this, and didn't look like this either. And even though he was not as handsome as Ba Jie was when he was in the admiral form, but at least he had a face and a head. So he wasn't always a hand, because, in his normal form, at least in statues in Taoist temples, he has a pretty normal human look. But later on, when the Jade Emperor congratulated him on his, justice and his way of finding crimes and punishing those who, committed wrongdoings, the Jade Emperor gave him the... So it's the right hand of the Jade Emperor that was placed on his head, so that all will know wherever he goes, wherever Wang Lingguan goes, it's as though the Jade Emperor has arrived. Okay, so this is kind of like the copycat version of how emperors worked in around the Ming Dynasty. If he's sending out an official from the imperial court to a more regional position as an inspector. So he's not, like, say, going to a provincial level to get that job, but he's touring that area to inspect for any wrongdoings. Representing the emperor typically gave him a sword, and this is the imperial sword, representing the emperor and giving him the right to use that sword to punish those who he deem have done wrongs without reporting back to the emperor, because the sword represents the emperor, and when he has the sword, it's like the emperor is there with him. So in that same sense, the right hand of the Jade Emperor is now his head, and wherever he goes, it's as though the Jade Emperor goes with him and gets to, or gives him the right to punish those right away. So now when the deities meet him, they would all politely bow. And even if they're far away, they would do this, because obviously that's the hand of the Jade Emperor on his head. And no one dares to, gossip or brag or talk about, secret things in front of him, because they're worried that he will find fault with what they say and catch them and investigate them. So even though he has really no friends to socialize with, there is an older deity within the Celestial Court whose rank is so high that aside from the Jade Emperor, no other deity, dare to make friends with him. So basically there's another very old deity in the court who is so highly ranked in terms of seniority, only Jade Emperor dare to basically socialize with him. And as many of the other deities say, if Valingguan wanted this post as an investigator of all the other core deities, then this is his fate that he must enjoy. So basically, he's going to have no friend. And it's his fault to endure such loneliness. So there's pros and cons with everything. But others say that precisely because he doesn't like to socialize, and thus he picked this post and became an investigator for the Jade Emperor. And in this post is as though a fish have found water, and he's delighted in this setup. And as everyone discuss, the reason why people like to gossip about this is that no one really knows what he thinks. And everyone's curious what goes on in that head of his, or I guess now at the hand of his. And I guess when they mention the elder deity here, I'm pretty sure that's Taishan Laojun. We'll see. We'll see if we get any clues about the other celestial deities. What was that thunder sound that we hear? The map is going to be unfortunately quite empty because of the speed that we can traverse it. Even though I'm going to be pretty afraid of missing things. We'll try to take it slow. We have free camera with the... we can hold left trigger and just take a look around. I'm not sure how much freedom we have on this cloud. Like, can I rise above to the peak of this mountain? I guess I can. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, no. That's an invisible wall. Okay. Not that free. Like, we can't go up there. At least we can't go right. Let's see if we can clear this. We're just going to test this out. That's it. Okay. So those sound, I'm guessing they could be we're summoning like celestial troops down the ground as we pass by, because it's like a strike of lightning and they appear. And Yeah, sometimes too much freedom is a problem. Like, we're just super lost. Yeah, that doesn't lead anywhere. This feels like an actual path. Wait a second, let's hop down. We were here in the very beginning. I remember the table. We came down from over here. Right, we spawned in right here. Okay, at least I know where we are. We're gonna need some references when we do try to explore this. I think last time we were at the edge of the cliff after, yeah, the boss fight area. And if we looked out, there's a couple different reference points. The glowing rock over there, I believe it's the rock child, the last remaining member of the poor family that we have all killed. And last time we looked over here, there was a giant cricket or some sort of bug that jumped over. We got lightning in the distance. Let's go visit the rock son or the rock boy and find out why he's here after we kill him and get his entry. See, that tree being a different color makes me feel like there's something there too. So we'll take a look at that as well. I think the only thing we can go by is just like these visual cues. He's so happy, but for the codex completion, we're gonna have to kill him. I don't think he actually fights back until you actually hit him, so we're gonna start with a big one. And I'm also gonna try to see if I can test out some of the transformation on him. Yep. Shizu. The rock son, I guess, in this case? Ooh. Alright, so it's technically a frost element, but we have to charge up the bar before we can activate the frost aspect. And we don't have to activate the frost if we don't want to use it. But we should try it out. Oh no, wrong move. Yeah, we gotta... Ooh. Knock us out of our use there. Not a problem. Not too concerned with him. We do get to roar him down a little. I don't think this fan's going to do anything to him. Oh, he gets CC too. Crowd control even on something this big? It's a very long crowd control. But he keeps getting pushed back, so... we actually didn't get to use it. Oh, I can't immobilize him. Wow. Okay, he used up a lot to do that as well. This cooldown is much shorter. I think we might get to kill him if we land a 3-node hit. close. And I can't... Oh, I can. Okay. I don't know how the last one didn't work out. Maybe he knocked us out of it? Alright, gold thread. Another good reason to kill him. Codex entry, please. 石子. Okay, so supposedly mountain deities can't leave the mountain that they're assigned to protect, and if the higher ranking deities discover that they abandoned the mountain that they were assigned to, then they would get, you know, captured and sentenced to crimes, maybe demoted from their position. Many years in the past, when the stone, I guess I'm going to call him a stone boy, before he came of age, and before he was able to take over the position as the mountain deity, because his father, you know, left the mom, right, because of the girl that died, the rock mother couldn't leave the Yellow Wind Ridge because she's assigned as the current mountain deity after her husband abandoned them, and the son's too young to take over the post. So because the mom can't leave, it became up to the son to go out and search for where the dad went. Worry that the son will meet danger outside of the mountains, the Yellow Wind Ridge, the rock mother gave over half of her spirit, her will, to him. And that's why she can't move. She's used up too much of her will. And at that point, she felt a little bit safer to let him go far and try to search for the dad. But unfortunately, the moment he left the mountain, he went in the opposite direction of the father, as the father went west and he went east. And as he continued to travel, he eventually found himself in Mount Waterwood. Originally, every mountain he passed by, he would go in, ask to see if father's traces of him, and if he can't find it, then he will move on to the next mountain. But here at Mount Waterwood, he found many interesting things to play, many interesting things to see, so he decided to remain in the mountain. And if you ask him what his favorite thing is in this world, he says there is a giant cricket who he calls Feng Chi, Phoenix Wing General, right? The giant cricket we saw earlier. He's sitting here at the edge of the cliff every day to watch this cricket charge out into the sky, but it can't fly all the way up. It always land, but every day he claps to look at this cricket, to cheer it on to fly. And as the days go by, he already forgot that he was supposed to be out here looking for his father. My God, the poor mom. It's like the dad leaves because this girl who can cook dies, human girl, and wants to, you know, revive her. And then she gives over half of her spirit to this young son, tells him to go find dad, and he goes the wrong way. And then eventually finds a place where he's having too much fun, forgets about looking for dad, and probably forgets about going home to mom. And mom gets kind of picked on by the local soil deity, and then eventually gets killed by us. Yes, we're not exactly proud of our hand in this, but still. We're gonna stay on foot for a little bit because there are shrines. We just gotta find them. And we're not gonna find them in the air. I mean, maybe we will, but it's just gonna be hard to see. If we, you know, run up into a rock or something, we can use the cloud to get over that. Well, I want to say this is a fight, right? Doesn't this look like a boss fight area? Nice and open. It could just be empty area for us to fly over. Like with this map, it's just hard to say. Ooh, there's a skeleton over there. And a rabbit? Hello, bunny. Okay, we cannot kill innocent animals. Or can we? Wait, that's the waterfall. 水帘洞. The waterfall cave. Home of Wukong. And all the monkeys. Okay, at least we found something. And whenever we see water, I'm also looking for the last frog. And just because we collected all the regular minions and they're all the celestial troops doesn't mean there's not other enemies, because we easily could have a situation where there's an elite with, you know, one boss that we have to fight, but also like a common form, like in the case of the bat or the tentacle snow guy that we had to fight, the monk of the sea. But this is 花果山, 水帘洞. The waterfall that, you know, Wukong jumped in the very first time to become the king of the monkeys. Xiao Lian Dong. This small curtain cave? Oh no, Shui. Right, it's not Xiao. It's just the cursive writing, the calligraphy. It's Shui Lian Dong. I guess we go behind it. Can I cloud? Oh, we can't cloud here. Then we walk in. Maybe we have to climb up a little bit and then walk in. There we go. It's so empty now. Oh, this is the beauty inside. I mean, there used to be, what, 47,000 monkeys that lived in here in the beginning. Eventually going down to like below 5,000 after the first challenge against the Celestial Court, because, you know, the troop massacred a lot of the monkeys. Oh, the staff. Wukong's staff, the real one. 如意金箍棒. Okay, we gotta save. Can we grab it? I guess not yet. I guess that's Wukong's throne. Feels like either this is some sort of maybe hidden area on the stage, or we have to hit some conditions, because they gave us a cutscene to the staff, but we just couldn't do anything with it at this point. Maybe say we collect the rest of the armor pieces, because the staff wasn't the only thing Wukong got from the 4 Dragon Kings of the 4 directional seas. We also need the 4 armor pieces. The boots, the armor, the gauntlet, the headpiece. And for that headpiece, I'm very much willing to showcase our headpiece at that point. Right now we've been using just the face. How do we leave? Do we just jump down? Okay. Alright, we'll be back. We still only have one shrine unlocked for the whole area. Alright, we're now allowed to use the cloud. Don't need to be that high up the ground. We just get to move a lot faster with this. Okay, this looks like a road. Did it lead to anywhere? If we hit a shrine, it should give us that golden glow. Oh! Okay, we got business. Wait. We just landed like that? My bad. It's a giant Shigandunk, or the rock creatures we fought, the golems, in chapter 2, but this is a giant version? I guess we hit the hands? Hello? Oh, we hit the body? Oh, hand. Ooh, or the hand hit us. Ow. One shot? Okay. That was a little brutal. So I believe if we do kill this thing, we should get our final yun. We're back to our first shrine. It's gonna be a miracle for me to find that area again. Alright, I'll see if I can find it again. And I'll try to land without embarrassing ourselves there. Wait, I hear a sound. Oh, the cricket! So aside from his normal whiskers, those two things that are glowing red, I think that belongs to us. Hello, can we talk? Hold on. I don't think this is a fight. I think I'm supposed to land on his head. There's an interaction on his head. Or maybe we have to fight it until we can get that interaction, but it looks like we're supposed to climb onto the back. May I? Ooh. There is a health bar, but... Alright, just says hold on. Ooh, Cloud saves us. Where did it go? Pretty sure we have to fight it first. Ooh, another thing. Okay, we're starting to find the locals here. And they're not very friendly. They're all very big. Okay, finally doesn't look like an actual boss. And, we got company. Wait. There's a troop that spawned behind me. We'll let the hippo fight them a little bit. Here, I got him, hippo. We're friendly. Friendly. Friends. Go back and get casted again in the watchtowers. We know how you're formed now. Ow, ow. He's gonna dash, I think. Or just open his mouth. I don't want to use spells, because clearly he's not a boss level enemy. But we can use transformations. These come back. Alright, let's see if we can use them properly. Get the frosts and the wings. Ooh, he cut pretty fast with this. Alright, I want to kill the archers first for obvious reasons. Oh my god, he kites so well. Alright, just us two. Got the lightning effect on us. Right, so here we didn't get a codex entry for the hippo, or did we? Oh, we did. That's elite? The water and wood creature. Many years ago, there was this tree that grew for 1,000 years. Just when it was blooming, there was a natural disaster that occurred that lifted it from the roots, and it was thrown into the river. Because its stem was so big and wide, it was very heavy, and the river that it fell in was very narrow creek. So the water wasn't able to lift up this tree, and thus it basically sat there. And for many days, the villagers on both sides of the bank wanted to drag it out of the creek because it was blocking the creek, and wanted to use its wood for basically lumber. But just when they were trying to drag this tree away, the tree made a sudden sound as it basically flipped over and stood up and became this four-legged wooden beast that, you know, submerged itself into the water like a hippo here. And from that point on, any craftsman that, you know, dreamed of using this wood that gets close ends up getting water spouted on them by this creature, and this basically scares the bejesus out of them as they run away. And if any kids come to the river to play, they don't scare the kids, and frequently help kids who are about to drown drag them onto the shore. And for a long time after that point, the villagers became familiar with this creature and got comfortable living with them, coexisting, and they called this creature the Waterwood beast. Then this one year, there was a traveling Taoist monk who passed by this area and heard about stories of this beast. So he walked to the shores and yelled out to the river and says, "Aren't you bored trapped in this area? Out there are many of your kind. Come and leave with me to rejoin your kind." Now, this particular Waterwood creature was not moved by this statement, and 2 years later, there was a heavy rainfall in this area. The river started to flood. The creature started to ram himself against the banks of the river shore, and this scared all the villagers to hide back in the village. And that night, the dam upstream broke, and all the villages downstream got destroyed when the water... Oh, he started ramming the shores, and the villagers didn't go to their village. They went to a neighboring village farther away to hide because he's thrashing about and scaring everyone. But the reason he did this because he knew the dam is about to break, and all the villages downstream got destroyed. But fortunately for them, their villages weren't at home. But by the time they came back safely, the creature was also gone. Maybe he, left to rejoin. We always get this loud sound coming out of the menus here. What I want the most is to find a shrine. Wait, there was a deer here just a moment ago. Those trees are red, different from everything else around here. This is a giant tree. Okay, this gotta be a fight of some sort. Now, let me get down so we don't fall down like an idiot. Oh, a shrine. It didn't show itself until we landed? That's concerning. That means we could have missed shrines, even though I was flying low. The forest where you meet the deer. Are we going to be fighting some sort of deer creature here? Maybe for the boots. I think Wukong's original boot name had deer in them to represent swiftness. Maybe some sort of deer hide. And since there is a shrine, there is a fight. Let's see what we got here. I wouldn't be surprised the tree suddenly becomes like a deer. Oh, no, there's an actual deer. Okay. I don't know if we call that a deer. It's got the beak of a bird. Maybe because, like, the tip of the boot is like a hawk face? Wuyun Lu, right. Wuyun, I think is the name of Wukong's shoes. So I think we do get something here after we take this guy out. You know what? Let's see if we can get 2 transformations in. Don't waste my energy. Let me get a couple hit on you. Get the wings out and just slash. Ooh, that's a nice way to dodge. And we healed. Interesting. I don't think we CC'd it. As a matter of fact, I think he crowd controlled me with those wind. Not my wind, not from my fan, but he also conjures wind. My fan didn't get to activate. He senses me. Can I break his wind with this fan? He does it better than me. You can see my little thing and his things are much bigger. To be fair, he was controlled a little bit. Stay. Yeah, I was worried he does something like that. It's just a lot of wind. Ooh, a gust coming out. It's frost wind as well. We're poisoned. Ajie's here for some reason. He's healing us for the dirty blood. I didn't expect him to have a second form. But he does not look pretty at this point. He went from frost to poison. And he poisons the ground as well with the blood. Okay, so it can't stand in the blood. And he poisoned us. Alright, we got a transformation that should come back pretty soon. Both the minor and the major. Those are projectiles, but I'm not sure if I can twirl. This is bad. What if we do this? I don't think we should have a problem with the poison while we are in this form on our original body. Nope, not enough hit. Now. I think we can heal back some with some these hits. Alright, we can knock him down. And then we just need to do some damage to him. He's almost dead. Ooh, the poison's gonna take on us. We're gonna have to try again. Now that we know there's a phase 2, we need to take it easier on the first phase. In terms of what we use on him. We'll start with this. That way we can get 2 of these. Don't mind losing the health, because when we do transform, we can get it back. Oh, there are some new alcohol as well as alcohol soaking material that we are using. that we purchased from the village, because we finished one chapter. We can find some new stuff. And one of the materials give us a way to clean our status effects when we take a drink. So we don't actually have to use our invisibility to clean any sort of status effect. Didn't want to use too many things, but I guess we do this. Yep. Alright, make sure this staggers him too. This. Okay, it just does not work on him. That's fine. Okay, I think we got second phase. No problem. Most of our mana is still here. Get out of the poison. Oh, they're hitting bots. Yeah, okay, okay. We can drink to clean the poison, which makes it a lot easier for us. Ooh. Knocked us out of the second part. Alright, got the parry there. He's almost dead. Oh no, that is tragic. I actually think he was aiming for Bajie and it just hit us. You get a knock, there we go. Get out of my way. This one is this kill counts. Mike. He claims his kill. Where's our boot? There we go. Like with you monkeys around, every time my help gets no reward. Yo, nephew, if you make it big in the future, don't forget about me. Don't be like, you know, your former leader, Wukong in this case. Gets me all the dirty work and doesn't give me anything good. Alright, he's gonna go take a look elsewhere. So it seems like chapter 6 is just a very big open area with very little things, but a lot of boss or elite fight in this case. Wukong's leg piece. So lotus web. So basically when you break a lotus root, it's very, there's like strings of liquid that comes out that's pretty sticky. And that's called 藕丝, the web from the lotus. And then I think that's basically describing like the thread used to create these. 步云, to step on cloud. So there's a 3 set and a 5 set. Oh, the 5 set means we have to combine it with the staff, right? The official entire Wukong set. With 3 set, anytime after we use a spell, or slightly increase our crit rate. And then 5 set is anytime we crit, slightly reduce the cooldown of our spells. Okay, so they work with each other. There's also 30 points of extra stamina cap that we get from this and 72 defense. And just the idea of how good 72 defense is. Like, our highest defense right now before this was 52. The deer that steps on cloud. As the move when he does the tornado, he jumps into the air and hop between clouds. So when Wukong was learning his skills with his first master, when he was a disciple back then, Puti, his master, didn't just teach him spells and tricks, but also taught him the transformation, taught him the somersault cloud. And ever since that, his body became, tough and invincible. His movement was agile. And just when he was showing off to everyone, his master decided that he did not have, or he basically learned enough and couldn't sit still and chased him away. That's when he left his master way back. And the deities all say that when he was the Monkey King, that was when he was the most cruel and the most unruly. But during that time, aside from fighting against the Celestial Court, he rarely killed other living things. But after he took on a new master, in this case Tang Seng, and became the Pilgrim, he started to have more, more decisive fights and also techniques. He started to steal, to rob, to cheat, to kill people, to commit arson, to burn down whole caves, to destroy whole mountains, everything, etc., etc. And speaking of this deer, it's casted from Wukong's boot, and you can see his unruly movement, unconstrained movement from the movement of the deer, and also the fierce, like the ferocity in his heart. And anytime that he is disadvantaged, this instinct, the cruel instinct, comes out, just like the second phase, right? The blood phase with the poison. I don't like the sound effect that comes out of the codex every time, but alrighty. There might be stuff, I don't know. Haven't found a single chest so far. Not sure if I should expect any, because we are getting like the core drops from the enemy. We're also getting gold silk from the enemy as well, so maybe no chest. There are a lot of background noise that I think some are just like these lightning and thunder sounds that don't mean much. I'm trying to hear if there's like any hints of any fights, and I don't think we're gonna get any of that. We're basically just looking for like big clearings where there's enemies like this. This is another one of those water and wood creature, right? I wonder if they have drops. Oh, we can target cranes? I mean, there's one crane I want to target, and it's not these. It's the one from chapter 4. It's not the creature in the water that I want to fight. I want to fight a frog. Anything behind this? Nope. It's a weird texture line. Okay, we're gonna have to just use visual cues. Like maybe go back to the first shrine and then go seek out the yellow trees that we saw earlier, because right now well, I'm pretty lost. All right, we came over here because we saw the red trees. Okay, maybe go towards the lightning. This might be something too. Ooh, celestial troop massacred by something. Don't touch it, idiot. Who are you calling an idiot? Ooh. Maybe this is our armor, given that it's a Rhino, and Rhino hides, you know, his hide is all golden. Could be our armor piece. Ooh, Bati got flipped over. Jinjiaxi, golden armor Rhino. Okay, so I think we're gonna get our armor here. The question is, 2 forms or 1? Oh, can't hit it. The front. Oh my god. Hold on. Can this get you a little bit? Okay, he's crowd controlled. His defense is so high. Maybe you should have done a poison build against something like this. That doesn't look good. I think he just wants to get close to me. No charge. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to charge. Ow. I can't do a frontal hit, but the auto-targeting like pulls me to the front a lot. Guess we can do this. We can do this. Right, we got a lot of points initially, so we can just start out with this better form. We froze him because this is ice. I don't have any points in the clone with this build right now, so maybe that was just a big waste of mana. I wanted to parry that. He's super tanky. Like, we barely dealt like 25% of his health. And the good news is his moveset's pretty straightforward. And Badia is helping us. Barely doing any damage. I think against something like this, the poison build would have been really good because it's percentage health. Ooh, that works. We broke his horn with the charge. Okay, that's a cool interaction. Now it's a lot easier. He's also going to be a little bit more aggressive. Yep. Oh, we got a new horn back. Okay, I see how this is. We'll break it again with charge attacks. Got it. Let's get 4 nodes. There we go. Okay, it's a lot easier. We know that that's what we're supposed to do against it. Break its horn, do massive damage, hit it when it's down. There we go. Not too bad. Okay, we do have to thank the auto-targeting, which was annoying for that, or else we never discover it. Armor time. Now we look right. This golden armor of my senior disciple. That monkey's just like me. Treasures everywhere on him. Like, just like how Wukong didn't die fully, none of his items died either. And the item could, you know, kill these celestial troops. Gonna look for the other pieces, and that we're gonna follow him. Maybe after we get 4 pieces, we go back to the staff, and Badia will be there, and we'll pick up the staff as the 5th piece. Alright, nice. There's bound to be a shrine nearby, right? Because there's a boss fight here. Like, if you died, shouldn't there be like a respawn shrine nearby? Could we find that shrine? Alright. Everyone knows when Wukong was inside the cauldron and he was getting tested by the divine fires, his internal organs became gold and silver and bronze. So basically, they got burned so much they became like metallic in a sense. But maybe not everyone in the world knows that the body is already impervious to damage and doesn't feel any pain. And when he was casted under the Five Finger Mountains for 500 years, no one came to visit him. Only the mountain deities and the soil deities would feed him some metal balls or juice of molten copper so that he can eat something. And when he was blinded by the divine wind at the Yellow Wind Ridge, or when he was casted into the gourd of the Goldhorn Silverhorn, these are all stories from the novel, or when he was smoked out by the Red Boy's divine fire, when he had his head cut off in the kingdom of Chochi, when he got stunned in the head by the Scorpion Lady, the wife of the Scorpion family that, we killed earlier, or when he was trapped inside the golden symbol in the lesser western world of the Yellowbrow, or when he was casted under the gold light of the 100-Eyed Demon in the Temple of Yellow Flowers, or when he cut his heart out in the Kingdom of Beats Hill, etc., etc. And, along the path, the dozens of times when Tang Song read the chant for the circlet to get tighter, to squeeze his head. And all these times when he got wounded, essentially, when he got exhausted, both physically and mentally, yet only him is capable of leading the party to the foothills of Mount Lingshan, or the Spirit Mountain, the final destination. And if you say that this rhino was was basically formed by the armor of Wukong, then just like Wukong, he has the same sense of stubbornness and unwilling to admit defeat. And even if you break its horn, it still has all its bravery to stand and fight. And if it just hang on a little bit more, it can just keep fighting. Alright. It's nice and all. Where's my shrine? I want to see some glowing gold light. Guide me to a shrine. I'm pretty sure the cricket is going to be our headgear, because the two long feathers is going to be the two antennas on his head, the extra antennas. And then we're just missing Gauntlet, which is not the big rock that smushed us in one hit. We'll have to find out who that is. As in, who is our Gauntlet right now? Wait, really? No shrine? I'll make a quick... It's got to be like... Oh, there we go. We hear the sound. There it is. There it is. That's going to be our save point. Like, wherever there's these battles, there should be a shrine. Alright, we got 2 pieces. We'll come back and gather the other 2 and then see if we can get our staff. And then we'll see where this stage lead us, as in who we'll have to fight beyond these. Just looking at the codex, there's 5 more elites. We know there's at least 2 more for the 2 remaining armor pieces, 6 more characters, and 1 more boss. So still plenty beyond just collecting the pieces from Wukong's set. There's going to be at least a frog, we know that. So that's 3 of the elites that we know for sure. 2 missing 1. And then characters, who knows who we will meet. It could also be characters we meet near the end game, right? There might be an entry for Wukong, there might be an entry for Erlangshen, and so forth. So maybe we'll get those. But we'll focus on picking these up first. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you all next time. Bye!